is gonna be a fucking grind. Which one, I'm #grateful for. Cliche maybe, but true, yes. Despite all the homework that I need to catch up on and the work for YouTube I need to do, all the solutions to my problems today are written right on my sweatshirt. So thank you, Casey. Yes, all I need to do is work harder. Well, I've been grinding, that's for sure. Gotten 3.5 hours of work done already today. Haven't even had lunch yet. Feels good. Yeah, of course. Late to class, but I just finally submitted my homework. I didn't think I was gonna get done, so I guess like, whatever. Pick your battles, win some, lose some. I'm wearing like bright orange. To be honest, probably definitely for like 4 days. I was at a magic convention all week.
That's fair. How'd that go?
It was great. I got like I drove one of my idols to the airport and got his phone number and watched as every magician around me while he gave me his phone number was like, can I be you? So that was cool.
Also, there's a dude on another electric skateboard riding through the rain or snow.
Where?
Unfortunately.
Where did you see him?
Where did he go? He just got, oh, you see him now? In the black?
Oh yeah, I see him. This looks better than yours though.
Because it's all black?
Yeah.
I don't know. The orange is kind of steezy.
Nah, dude, I like it. We should both
stands out. Alright, well, where are you headed right now? More big flakes today. Still a pretty big flake guy. Okay, well, I'm stuck. Such an awkward process to take this off. 25 minutes for lunch, an hour for YouTube, and an hour for homework. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I'll tell you exactly what can go wrong, Justin. You can go watch YouTube for an hour and waste a bunch of time. True story, that actually happened. Also a true and perpetual story, I'm late for class. Thank you. $100? I'm not in the market, so I don't know how to. Look at this massive. I can't even. Side note, I found out that there's an acai bowl club here at Ohio State. I'm gonna become the president of it. Not really. I could probably, if I tried, do it. I feel like I haven't done a good enough job of explaining what that meeting that I go to every Monday is. Especially since there are so many people that are new watching my channel, I figured I'd explain that right now. Also because I think it's pertinent because a lot of people that watch my YouTube channel are from Ohio State or go to Ohio State. And so this may be very beneficial for you. Every Monday I go to a meeting for an organization that I'm a part of called Best Food Forward. Best Food Forward's mission at its core is to fight food insecurity on campus and around in our community. There's a video right there you can click to go watch more about our mission statement and what we do. But essentially food insecurity is not having access, education, or the means to purchase food that is going to help you live a healthy lifestyle. And the way right now that we're fighting that is by using the power of bulk buying to get produce for really cheap delivered on campus for people. So for me, food insecurity was something that I was affected by without even knowing it. I'm someone that likes to stay up really late, and unfortunately the dining halls and the food options on campus aren't open that late. So for me, like, I need something to keep me up while I'm studying or getting work done, and that just wasn't an option going to school. But if you buy from us, and let's say you live in a dorm, then in theory you have a bunch of snacking food for 2 weeks that you can have whenever. And if you live off campus or in a house or whatever, you can buy a cooking package that has more items like onions and tomatoes and things that you can cook with and prepare with. And then we provide recipes so that you know what to cook with the food that we give you. And it's all insanely cheap, like for around half the price that you would see at Kroger. And here comes a shameless plug. We're having another bulk buy, which you have to pre-order by Wednesday, January 31st. The link will be in the description. If you're at all interested and go to Ohio State or live in the Columbus area, please go check it out. Even if you don't think it's exactly right for you, but you're kind of interested, I mean, it's $6, like you might as well give it a try. Every meeting on Monday is kind of about logistics about organizing our bulk buy. Some of it's about long-term vision. Some of it's about membership, trying to make sure we're doing things right as an organization. There's like non-profit stuff mixed in there and collaborations with other orgs. Lots of things. Also lots of great people. So next I want to talk about, and I know this vlog's pretty just like sit down and talk, but sometimes I like just
speaking my mind. Something that I've been obsessed with since starting this vlog is exploring my creativity. You may have also heard me say, I think in one of last semester's vlogs, that I was wanting to meet more creative people. And in that sense, I was talking about like more photographers and like videographers, dancers, the physical manifestations of art that we most normally think about. And while that's true, I do want to meet people that do those things because I'm fascinated by the work that they do and inspired in so many different ways. I think there's misconception in there, which I had a conversation with my friend Will, who I also had another conversation with tonight, that really piqued my interest and made me change my mindset a little bit about when I throw that word around. Because what he said when he watched that video was, he was kind of put off by that because he's like, well, I'm not really a creative per se, because he's not a painter, he's not a photographer, he's not a dancer, although if he needs to, he can break it down on the dance floor. Let me tell you, he was homecoming king our senior year. But what he made me realize, and what now I think about a lot that's really important, one's creativity manifests itself in many different ways, and not just in the ways that we've been trained to think that they can be. Did that make any sense? Let me explain. Let's go back to Will. When he told me that he was put off by that statement, I was like, well, but you totally fall underneath that category though. Like of the people that I was thinking about. Will is a creative person, and that comes through in the fact that he's super passionate about roller coasters and even has designed his own parks and roller coaster tycoon. He's been involved in forums and discussion boards and brainstorming about different theme parks. That's creative. He's also just a super funny dude, and especially in conversations with, like, let's say a small group of people, he's really good about making connections between people, oftentimes in a really funny way. That's creative. Admittedly, he comes up with some good puns and some good wordplay. That's creative. Another example, my friend Stu. Now he has some like traditional creativity in him because he was a theater kid in high school. He did musicals and plays and was in the band, and those are creative art forms for sure. But one thing that really stands out to me with Stuart, when was the last time I called him Stuart? One thing that really stands out to me with Stu is the fact that he's super good about telling stories. He always finds a creative way to develop a storyline, even if it's really short, into a way that engages everyone around him. He's really good in group settings. That's creative. The homie Nathaniel, he was super creative in a different way. He was super creative in soccer. The dude just can make people miss in ways that just like are hilarious. And he's really good about like putting pieces of puzzles together when it comes to like people and ideas that we're like bouncing around in our head. That's creative. And kind of the point of all this is that there's no benefit to being creative in one way or another, but I think it's important to recognize your strengths because then you can embrace them and help you stand out more. I want you to think about yourself, be introspective for just 20 seconds, and think about how you're creative. It can be a very traditional way, like you're into photography or painting, or in a non-traditional sense that we're not really trained to think about as creative, but it's inherently different how you see the world and how you interact with it. That to me is creativity, and I want you to not be humble for a second and comment down below how you're creative. And maybe before you do that, if you're having trouble, scroll through the comments and see how else other people are describing their creativity. But seriously, even if you're watching this and being like, this is so stupid, or I've never commented on a video before, why would I start now? Go through this thought experiment with me, comment down below, and I'll see you in the comments because I reply to like every single one. You know, as I learn more about my creativity when it comes to filmmaking and YouTube videos and social media, entrepreneurship, that kind of thing, it is really how I best express myself. Much of my videos and like the ideas that I've conceptualized into films now have to do with college life, and I've only really had 1 year of college life where I wasn't making videos, but it's interesting to see how ideas that I've had since freshman year I've never been able to express in the right way until I started making videos. And it's super fulfilling for me to like use creativity and a platform I have to express how I see the world. Again, this is a super tangible way to see what I'm talking about, but I don't think that defines someone's creativity or the fact that someone's creative. Okay, well, I've ranted for a while. I'm gonna go do some sit-ups and then call it a night because I got up early today, guys, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm just grinding today. Holy crap, I grinded today. I worked really hard, Casey. Thank you again for that motivation. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like if you did and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you tomorrow.